Welcome to my dojo. This is Kung Fu Pizza Party, and I'm your host, Brandon Knight. And today we are headed back to the arcade, this time checking out a very popular and apparently very difficult video game franchise, Ninja Gaiden. And joining me here today for this conversation about this series is a guy who apparently is a big freaking fan of the whole thing, which is good because I'm doing it because the fans asked, the listeners asked for TJ Blackwell to come back and to talk about Ninja Gaiden. So he's here, folks. TJ, welcome back to the dojo.
Thank you. It's good to be back. It is good to be back.
Last time, TJ, that you were here, we were reviewing The Karate Kid Part 3. And when we finished that review, which was about a year ago now, you said, that was perfect. Because here on Kung Fu Pizza Party, I seek to deliver high-flying action in 30 minutes or less and serve up some wisdom one slice at a time. TJ, can we talk about Ninja Gaiden in 30 minutes or less?
Yes.
I love the confidence. So, listeners, I am not familiar with this franchise, so I did a little bit of research. I'm not the biggest gamer. This is part of why I'm doing this series, is I want to become a big gamer. Ninja Gaiden debuted in arcades back in 1988 and was ported to the NES within that year. There are two eras of the game. There's the original trilogy that ran on the NES and the SNES, and then a rebooted franchise for the Xbox that came out right around 2004. Technos launched the original trilogy, while Team Ninja has been working on the modern era. Like I said, the original trilogy or the original franchise is 3 games plus some spin-offs. The Team Ninja era are actually prequels plus additional spin-offs. There's been 4 major mainline games, with the 4th one coming out just last year in 2025. This whole franchise revolves around a guy named Ryu Hayabusa. And apparently, because Team Ninja is the one who rebooted the franchise, it's also a part of the Dead or Alive universe. Yeah. They're all a part of one big thing.
Yeah, rules.
Have you played Dead or Alive as well? Are you a Dead or Alive person? All right,
I'm not a huge fan of like the 2.5D fighters like Dead or Alive or Tekken, but like I dabble.
You dabble, okay.
I dabble. So Ryu. It's funny because I definitely play them because Ryu is in them, and Ryu is like the hardest character to use in Dead or Alive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's so funny.
Okay, nice. So, like I said, I don't know this franchise. I had heard of Dead or Alive because there's like a really bad early 2000s
Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball. Mm-hmm.
Well, there's that, and there's a movie. There's an early an early 2000s movie that I'm totally going to review sometime this year. But where did you come in all of this when it comes to Ninja Gaiden? What is your history with the game?
So the first time I played Ninja Gaiden, it was on Xbox. It was probably like 2007-ish, 2008.
Okay.
But it was Ninja Gaiden, the reboot from 2004. I was 7 or 8. Just because my dad likes games, and they didn't really make kids games for the original Xbox. So I played that. I played Ninja Gaiden and Turok and whatever else we had, Gears of War.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's where I started, and since then I've gone back and like I've played the originals, and the originals are cool. And it's crazy how consistent it feels, because if you know Ninja Gaiden, you know it's hard. It's so hard. It is extremely difficult. They've kept that going. I was very pleased with Ninja Gaiden 4. Ninja Gaiden 3 kind of sucked a little bit. but they made it better. They released Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge and fixed all those problems. But
Nice.
yeah, that was it for me. I was just a wee lad, and I got addicted. It was so cool. You get to be this insanely awesome ninja dude, and you start guidening things. Yeah,
So what is guiding things? Because
nothing.
apparently nothing. Okay,
Yeah,
I was gonna
nothing.
say
Guided means like side story, but
that's what
it's
I
just
thought.
yeah, it's just a Japanese word that sounds cool,
Gotcha.
and they're right.
Okay.
It does sound cool. Ninja Gaiden does sound cool.
Yeah, I love how the whole franchise is a side story. There is no main story. It's a whole side story of ninja stuff.
Yeah, it was about Dead or Alive all along.
It was that was the
Yeah,
true
this is the
even
Ninja Gaiden.
yes. Yeah. We retconned it back in so that way DOA could be the mainline franchise.
Yeah, yeah,
Were
DOA,
you
which is just a fighting game. that's
right.
that's the big ticket item.
Right. Right. That's not the side quest. The just straight up fighting game or the volleyball game. That's not the side quest.
No,
That's the meat and potatoes right there.
this incredibly well made action adventure beat 'em up slash 'em up game from 2004. This is the side quest.
This right here. So I had read, and you had just said it right then, that this is an incredibly difficult game, which kind of took me by surprise because as I was reading about it and watching some gameplay, it looks like it's like a platformer, right?
Uh, the originals kind of.
Okay.
The reboot's not. There are platforming sections. There's a lot of really fun mobility tools.
Okay.
But it's not. I wouldn't call it a platformer. It's just a very mobile action adventure game.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So like
That
there's a ton of cool stuff you can do. You've got wall running, wall jumping. You can jump
okay.
off enemies' heads, sparrows leap, all kinds of stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. Because, I believe everybody if they say it's difficult, but when I hear platformer, I don't necessarily think like the hardest games possible. It seems like a lot of like kids games focus on platforming. Like
Yeah.
I think like Crash Bandicoot or like the Mario games or something like that versus this, the side quest ninja game. So
Yeah, this is not that. It's definitely not for kids either.
yeah,
It
you
is
shouldn't have been playing at
gruesome.
7, should you?
No, no, not at all. I also
But
saw Alien versus Predator that year. That messed me up way
mm,
more than this.
okay,
Yeah, that
that's too
terrified
bad.
me.
That's too
Cutting
bad. 'Cause
cutting off other people's heads, that was fine.
okay,
Alien versus
actually doing
Predator,
it.
horrifying.
You know, I'll give you some credit on that one though because I was a full blown 20 something before I watched the original Alien movie because just the concept always terrified me. Like in the
Yeah,
end, I was fine and I love the Alien franchise now, but I was like well into my 20s before I finally sat down during the middle of the day to watch Alien.
yeah, I think that's valid.
Yeah.
It is.
So
It
what
is scary.
it is. It just jumps out of your chest
It's
anyway.
what made it.
So what is it then about Ninja Gaiden that is so difficult? If it's not necessarily like the world's hardest platformer.
Yeah, so it's a combination of things. Even on like the lower end of their difficulty, selection. Uh,
Okay.
it's density of enemies, complexity of attack patterns. There's a lot of different enemies. There's a lot of different weapons you can use, and different enemies kind of respond differently to different weapons. A lot of
Okay.
that difficulty comes from just really tight timings on attacks. It's kind of like Dark Souls would come out 7 years later, 7 years after this,
Gotcha.
and
Okay.
it just the type of difficulty does feel the same to me, and they're very different games. I don't want anyone to think
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm calling them similar, but they're extremely similar in that way to me.
Gotcha. More so in the combat difficulty.
Yeah, it's definitely in the combat because
Okay.
it's because I beat Lasso, Halo 2 Lasso, and if you don't know what that means, it's legendary, all skulls on.
Yep.
I think Ninja Gaiden 2 on Way of the Master difficulty is harder than that.
Wow. Way of the Master is also the name of the hardest difficulty.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It's like Way of the Warrior, Way of the Acolyte, Way of the Warrior,
Gotcha.
Way of the Ninja, Way of the Master, I think, is the order.
Nice.
But yeah, it's super fun. It's super thematic, and also the world's just really well designed. Like you're
Okay.
having a good time running around in this. Yeah, I mean Japan, it's Japan, but
Hmm.
it's like super awesome techno Japan, especially in four.
Okay.
They really lean into that, like the Neo Tokyo vibe.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I like it a lot. Aesthetically pleasing, gruesome, everything an 8-year-old could want.
Oh, of course. Is it the intensity of the combat, the violence, is that like your draw towards the franchise, or like what is it that keeps you coming back to this series?
Aura and hype moments.
Okay.
Because like difficult games these days, it's a dime a dozen.
Okay.
There
Sure.
are hard games everywhere. But it's just so cool. The things that Ninja Gaiden lets you do, and I do think Ninja Gaiden 4 is the easiest one.
Okay.
Get that out there. But the things that it lets you do, it just makes you feel so cool. It's very much like male power fantasy. Like, oh, wouldn't it be awesome if I could grab this guy, jump 20 feet in the air, and suplex him from there?
Gotcha. Gotcha. It is what you would want to be if you were a ninja.
Yeah.
So you get to actually like do your longest ninja desires by playing Ninja Gaiden.
Yep, and it's so cool. It's awesome. And it does do like the thing that I love about JRPGs where it like gradually ramps you from fighting your master and his nunchucks to Satan
Nice.
or God at the end.
Okay.
Because you're the dragon ninja.
Right. So is there like a continuing storyline throughout all of these, or is it kind of like isolated? Like I said, I know the like current games are prequels to the NES era, but there's some kind of like continuing storyline then, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty much just to stop one or two cults from resurrecting the Dark Dragon, which is
Okay.
like big world-ending threat.
Sure.
You're the Dragon Ninja. That's your job. You gotta stop that.
Okay.
And a major piece of that is the true dragon sword, which is stolen in the first game, and that's kind of what kicks this off. You, Ryu Hayabusa, as the heir of the Hayabusa clan, have to go get it back.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So you're the chosen one, and
Yeah,
you
you're
gotta
the
stop.
chosen one.
You gotta stop these cults from resurrecting the what now?
The Dark Dragon.
The Dark Dragon. Okay, and you gotta get a special sword to do that.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think Ryu could probably do it with his bare hands, but
Gotcha.
you do have to get the sword first. You don't have to
Is-
use the sword in the final fight, which is funny.
That is funny.
Because Ninja Gaiden's always does like has always done, and even in the originals, cinematic storytelling through cutscenes.
Okay.
It's like one of the first games that did cutscenes like that.
I saw
So,
that. That's pretty
yeah,
cool.
It's cool. And then you can fight the Dark Dragon with whatever you want, Lunar Scythe, whatever that cool staff is called. No, Lunar Staff, Eclipse
Okay.
Scythe, Tonfa,
Okay.
Vigorian Flail. There's a ton of sick weapons.
Sounds like it. Is the sword pretty cool? This like main
Yeah,
sword
no,
you're
it's
going
also
for?
pretty sick.
Is it,
Yeah.
It's a pretty sick. All right.
Yeah.
What is your go-to? What's your favorite?
It's hard. It's hard to choose because the sword is like the catch-all, do-all. Like you can do everything. You can do like the suplex I was talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
In one, the sword was the only weapon you could do that with, and then I think they changed it in Ninja Gaiden Black to where you could do it with every weapon. So that was a huge selling point for the sword early on. Now you can do it with all of them. So it kind of evens the playing field. But at one point in Ninja Gaiden 2, you get the Eclipse Scythe. It's just a huge scythe with big sweeping attacks, and it's
Okay.
so sick. You do so
Love
many
that.
flips. For a
Oh
long
man,
time. I remember being in like middle school playing it, and I really got into using the tonfa for some reason.
interesting pick. Okay.
But it's so cool when he does it. Ryu can do no wrong. I really wanted Ryu Hayabusa in Smash Brothers so badly.
Ooh. I mean, it seems like every time there's a new Smash Bros, they expand it even more of who could be included. So never say
Yeah,
never. Never.
man, I was really hoping like the Smash Ultimate,
Yeah, yeah.
because on the Japanese polls, Ryu was up there. He was like top 10.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, not in America. America did not want Ryu Hayabusa in Smash.
That's just wrong. That's
Yeah,
just wrong. With all these
yeah,
cool weapons you could be using, like
so cool. A little violent,
maybe, maybe
a little
it might
violent.
Ryu going up against Pac-Man or Yoshi might be a little rough for some
Yeah,
viewers.
you don't want to cut Yoshi in half.
Not Yoshi. Kirby though. Oh man, if Kirby swallows the sword and then becomes Ryu,
Yeah, that would be terrifying.
like this is like an immediately dark turn for Kirby. That would be awesome.
Yeah, Meta Knight Kirby.
And then there you go.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. You know what? Nowhere near as violent. Samus though. Samus could probably that would be a pretty fair fight.
yeah, probably. I mean, Ryu's not like he can do magic.
Mm.
He does know a little ninpo, but he's not like,
Okay.
you know. Samus has killed way stronger things than Ryu Hayabusa.
Okay. Well, that
So
might be listeners. Drop in the comments who's winning the bout between Samus and Ryu Hayabusa, because
mhm.
that might be the big matchup for our make believe Smash Bros.
Yeah, honestly, I think Ryu's got it.
So point for
I've
Ryu. Okay.
I've seen him take way worse hits than like a charge blast. It's
Okay.
yeah, a lot of those did kill him, but he gets back up.
Love that.
He gets back up.
He gets back
So
up. Just bounces. How does Dead or Alive fit in with all of this? I know like characters have crossed over, but is there like an actual storyline, anything, or just hey, it's a shared universe?
yeah, I think there is a storyline. If there is, they dropped it for Dead or Alive 5.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
there's some story beats in there, but it's really just Team Ninja owns all these characters and they want them in a fighting game together. And that's exactly what you should do if you want a bunch of really cool characters.
That is true. I was just watching the other day someone talking about on YouTube, a guy talking about Jump Force, I think
Jump
was the name
Force,
of the
yeah.
game. Oh, and it's all the Shonen Jump
Yep.
characters. Like
Yeah, and the game sucks.
I saw, I saw.
The game sucks, but like the idea is there.
Yeah, like
The
yeah.
DS version, Jump Stars, way better.
Okay, way better. Okay.
Way older. But
Oh
way
yeah.
better.
I mean, it makes sense. Let's have Goku face off against Luffy, or
Yugi Moto.
yeah, exactly. Like
It's cool. It's just not good.
yeah, no.
Dead or Alive is good. Dead or Alive is really good. It's really tight. It's an extremely technical game, which is why there's
Okay.
not a big casual audience, which is why they made
Mm.
Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball
Try and get that casual audience
to try
in.
and get the casual audience.
That's
Because,
such a
yeah,
ballsy move.
it was the 2000s.
Yeah.
They had
Yeah.
all these characters with a certain build. They're like,
Uh-huh.
I know how to make money off of this.
Yeah. At one point in time, though, and these still pop up, everybody was doing. This is nowhere near as sexualized as that game is, but like everyone was doing some kind of version of Tetris. Everybody was
Yeah.
doing like a pinball
Puzzle
combat kind of.
Pokemon pinball.
Yeah, Sonic 3D spinball. Like
Yeah.
everybody was trying to find a way to appeal to a larger audience. Still not tasteful, but I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, the worst part? It is actually a really good volleyball game.
I don't know if I've ever played a volleyball game outside of Switch Sports.
Yeah,
They do.
they're all bad.
They're all bad.
That Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball is actually a really good volleyball game. That's the worst part. You can't like play it as a volleyball game. You can't even
like
tell people that you've played it.
yeah.
You know?
You can't like hate play it. Like you're
No.
actually gonna enjoy yourself.
Yeah, if you like volleyball, you will like the game.
That's insane. Everyone did not know that this was going to be secretly an episode about the
Yeah.
DOA volleyball
Sorry.
game, but here we are. No, it's fine. So if somebody was to jump into the Ninja Gaiden franchise, you know, you got like 1988 to 2026. So, and there's quite a few games. There's a lot of spin-offs, it looks like.
There's quite a few.
There's-
It's not so they've it's one of those series where they update the game a lot.
Okay.
But before updating a game was as simple as uploading it on their end and you downloading it.
Yeah.
So there's Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden Sigma and Ninja Gaiden Black and Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus and Ninja Gaiden 2 and Ninja Gaiden Black 2 and Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. It's a mess. And they are all different. They're all actually
love
different.
Nice. So where should somebody jump in at if they wanted to check this out?
It depends on their tolerance for clunky games. Because
Okay.
I love Ninja Gaiden. I'm not sure if I could convince or tell someone to start at 2004 Ninja Gaiden
Okay.
in good conscience.
Clunky 2004 Xbox
Yeah.
game. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Was there a remaster of that
Yes.
one at some point? Okay.
Yes, that's what Ninja Gaiden Black is. So,
Gotcha.
if you want the whole story, start at Ninja Gaiden Black, and then you don't have to. It's up to you if you want to play Black or Sigma. Because now in the world, those used to be console exclusive, but now in the world of 2026, you can play whichever one you want. If you pick Black, stick with Black. If you pick Sigma, stick with Sigma.
Okay.
You know, there's a version of each for 1 and 2. And then do not play Ninja Gaiden 3.
Okay.
Play Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you
Better.
will not like it. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden 3 was bad. It was the only one that was just not good.
Okay. And that's like storyline, game feel, the whole bit was just
Yeah.
not a good experience.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Razor's Edge, they didn't even change the story that much, but the gameplay was just not there.
Yeah, you need that. You need
You-
to have a good game feel. You need to have mechanics that make sense. So
Yeah. He had like this demon arm. It just wasn't.
okay.
And he still does in 3, but they open it up a lot more.
Okay.
In Razor's Edge, they open it up a lot more.
Okay.
Because in
Is
3,
4
you're
your
locked into it. 4 is not my favorite. 2 is
not
my
your favorite?
For
2 is
sure.
your favorite. Okay. Okay.
Easily
kept-
my favorite.
Okay, you kept coming back to 4, so that was why I thought maybe that was your favorite, but 2 is your favorite?
2 is easily my favorite. I think it's the hardest. It has the coolest weapons. It has the best designs to me. Some of the boss fights from 2, I'll like wake up in a cold sweat every once in a while. Oh, here. No, I'm not there anymore. I did that. I'm done with that.
I'm not going back.
I am going back. I am going back, but I've already done it once. I can do it again.
Right.
4 is just the most recent one, so
Okay.
it's the easiest one to get into. It's nice and pretty and
Sure.
flashy, but you don't play as Ryu for like the first 4 chapters.
Okay.
Then you get to play as Ryu for like 7 chapters, but it does like the 2 protagonists thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
And the new guy's cool. I don't remember his name.
Okay, that's fine. I know
He's
the
not
latest Resident Evil did that one too. Usually Resident Evil has like multiple characters, but this one like it switches back and forth between.
Also, really good.
That
Really good.
Yeah,
really
it
good
is.
game. Incredible game.
We're almost out of time here, so I did want to ask you one more thing. By way of expanded media, Ninja Gaiden has like 0. There was a direct to VHS anime in the early 90s and like a novelization of the very first game, again back like in the 90s, and that's it. So if somebody was to adapt this game into an anime, a streaming series, a film. As a fan, what do you think would work the best for this kind of a game?
It depends. It depends, because you can do it. I've seen Michael Bay do incredible things with CGI.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
and didn't Michael Bay also do the live action GI Joe? Who was that?
He might have.
Because
might
those
have done
movies, like the choreography between Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, that's what I want to see from Ryu.
Okay.
That's the kind of thing I'm trying to see from Ryu.
Steven Summers did the Rise of Cobra, and John M. Chu did Retaliation. So that kind of like between Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, their kind of combat is what you would want to see. Okay.
Because that's what he deserves. If you cannot get the perfect director, producer, visual effects artists for a live action, don't bother.
Okay.
Do not bother. It's gonna piss me off. It also could work really well in the style of like Kill Bill.
Okay.
He's
a little bit more
Ryu's,
stylized.
Yeah, Ryu's flashier than that.
Okay.
But I'll just take what you can get. Best case scenario is probably just an anime.
Okay.
Team Ninja has anime money.
Sure.
I don't know why they wouldn't do it. I haven't looked it up, but I would bet almost anything that Ninja Gaiden is their biggest franchise.
Yeah,
So
I would assume so, because Dead or Alive isn't as big as it used to be. And that's really all they make. They do other things, but like that is their two big properties. So, hey, maybe we'll get the beach volleyball anime series. I know sports animes are a big thing, so
that would be pretty funny.
Maybe there's a market
really
for that.
if they did that first. Like they do that before they even do Dead or Alive. Yeah, we're shipping straight to volleyball. Enough people are going to watch volleyball for us to make Dead or Alive.
Dead or Alive.
And then we can make Ninja Gaiden. And then we can make Ninja Blade.
There you go.
A decent Team Ninja game.
Nice. All right, TJ. Well, thank you for hanging with us for this episode and introducing us to the world of Ninja Gaiden. And listeners, if you want some more of TJ's pop culture takes, you can check them out over at Systematic Geekology here on the Anazao Podcast Network. Thanks for listening. If you haven't yet already, please rate and review this show wherever you get your podcasts. Pass this episode along to a friend or a cousin. TJ always likes to remind people, cousins like podcasts. Follow the show on Instagram at KungFuPizzaPrty and on Letterboxd KungFuPizzaPrty. This has been Kung Fu Pizza Party, where we've delivered high-flying action in 30 minutes or less and served up some wisdom, one slice at a time.